I just want to say how excited I am and how grateful I am to be a senior sponsored athlete this year for AARP and for Oates. Welcome to my spin room, which also doubles as my home office. As you can see, you're going to see some of my bookshelf and some of my printer and things like that in the background, but that's okay. Chances are that your spin bike has the same kind of setup at your house. So a little bit of background about me. I have been a fitness freak for most of my adult life. Even actually back when I was a teenager, I was always a cheerleader. I used to go dancing. I just like to hop around and get my heart rate up. Starting in the 80s, I started doing a lot of aerobics and that high-low impact aerobics that you guys might remember, lots of bouncing around, also lots of kickboxing, very emphatic pop kicks and things like that. And also I adopted running in the late 90s. So I was doing a combination of a lot of really high impact things. I was also strength training, carrying a heavy barbell, so putting a lot of weight on my body. I would say that by the time I finished teaching, after 27 years, I had taught about 3,500 classes. By the time I finished running, I had run over 30 marathons, ultra marathons. I was running really long distances, like 80 milers. I was doing 24-hour races, 48-hour races. And I was really fit, obviously, and I felt really good. I really thought I was in perfect form. And then one day I was training for a marathon with my friend Wendy, and I got partway down the trail and I started getting these sciatic pains down the back of my legs. And I'd never felt anything like that before. I maybe a sporadic one or two over the years, but I never felt anything quite that bad. And it literally shut me down. I couldn't finish my training run that day. So I limped back to my car and I went home and I stretched out and I tried to go the next day and the pain was still there. Went to a chiropractor, didn't help it, nothing fixed it. So literally I was out of commission from this pain. Finally went to an orthopedist and he did some MRIs and he said, Jan, you have damaged your lower back and it's permanent damage. And I was shocked because I never really felt anything coming on with all this like high impact stuff that I was doing. Maybe like a stiff hip once in a while, but I never really felt anything quite like this sciatic pain. So like literal nerve pain. So after I cried for a little bit, I asked him like, what can I do? Because I'm used to getting cardio every day. I'm used to doing all my workouts, and he recommended spin class or cycling, as well as hiking or and walking. I did a lot of hiking anyway. I was very involved in hiking, so I was happy about that. I had never added spin to my arsenal of classes that I taught. Of all the different formats that I taught, spin wasn't one of them. So I had been to a few spin classes, but I was, kind of curious if it would work. But I thought, is that really going to get my heart rate up and keep the weight off? So I started attending some spin classes and I was starting to like it. And then COVID, COVID hit and all my gyms closed, my spin studio closed. I couldn't run anymore. And I was just in the pits of despond. I was just so low and so down that I couldn't get any kind of a workout anymore. I would have loved to have been able to run or spin during COVID, but I couldn't do it. And I couldn't even get a spin bike because spin bikes were sold out everywhere. Everybody was buying indoor cycling material, so equipment. So I I had no recourse. I mean, all I was doing was hiking during COVID, and I kind of had to hike by myself because, nobody wanted to hike with anybody because everyone was masked. So finally got through that COVID period. And once the gym started opening up, I went back and jumped into spin at the studio that I've been spinning at. And I've got to say, I'm now there 5 or 6 days a week. I'm up to in early July, I will hit 1,000 classes at this spin studio. And I'm 68 years old and I'm keeping up with the girls there. So I'm telling you today that, I don't know what your level of fitness is, but if you've never tried spin, this can definitely enhance your level of fitness. If you're not doing anything right now, like and you're looking for a workout option, I think this could be a really good workout option for you. Of course, you want to check with your doctor if you have any issues with your back or with your knees. But my doctor is a back doctor and he recommended it. I mean, he said that, I said to him, Well, spin, like cycling, like, isn't that putting like a lot of pressure, like boom, boom, boom on your lower back? And he said, no, because you're leaning forward slightly from the seat. So you're actually taking pressure off your back. And he's been absolutely like right on with that. I feel no pain at all from taking this class. So I have a couple slides that I want to show you guys quickly. If we can pull up slide number 1. But I just wanted to enhance the fact that this is something that can be your 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week. The World Health Organization advises you to get that many minutes of moderate exercise a week. Now, if you're doing really vigorous exercise, they're okay with 75 minutes. But if you're doing moderate, and I would call what we're going to do today moderate, 20 minutes a day. And if you start with what we're doing today, if you start doing something similar to this, 20 or 30 minutes, a couple, 3 days a week, and then cross train it with some walking, I think you will start to notice some real good results within 2 or 3 weeks. Where you'll especially see it is in the love handles and in like the little bread basket that you might have in front. It pours water off you, and you'll see that we're going to do a lot of crunching today and a lot of work around the waist area. Another benefit of it is you have no excuse not to do it because it can be snowing out, it could be raining out, it could be 100 degrees out or 2 degrees out. Your bike's inside, so you get your workout no matter what. It is a full body workout. We're going to incorporate cardio, we'll incorporate strength. One of the big benefits that I see in senior people is that they're excited about this because they don't have to get down on the floor to do their core. So you don't have to be down on the floor doing those crunches. Well, trying to get down on the floor to begin with, and then trying to get off the floor when you're done. You're going to be doing your crunches right on the bike. You're also going to tone your butt, your legs, your back, your shoulders, your arms. It's literally a full body workout. The benefits are that it burns fat. It's going to improve your posture because you're going to roll your shoulders down, hold your chest more erect, let more air into your lungs. Your posture is going to be better. Your stress level is going to go down. Your blood pressure might actually go down if you have high blood pressure. I know it sounds almost contraindicated that something like this would take your blood pressure down, but it'll make your heart more used to taking your pressure up, taking your pressure down, and that kind of conditions the heart vessels to be a little bit stronger and more, and be able to sustain more. If you have knee or leg arthritis or anything that's, any kind of adhesions in your knees or legs, you might notice after a couple spin classes that that's starting to break up a little bit. You have more mobility, and you'll be able to sleep better. I sleep like a rock. So, maybe you won't need your gummy or your melatonin. You might just pass right out. So next slide. So today's the youngest you're going to be. Think about it that way. If you're thinking about like, should I really start something new? We're not our parents. I mean, people look at me all the time and they say, oh, you're 68, this is what aging looks like now. This is what retirement looks like now. I want you to prioritize fitness. A lot of people say, oh, I don't really have the time. It's 20 minutes a day, 20 to 30 minutes a day. Fit it in somewhere. The bike's in your house. If you prioritize your self-care, many other things will fall in place. If you don't, things it might be hard to prioritize the time, but it might be worse if you don't. And my last question here is, how many other people do you know who are doing what you're doing today? I mean, how many of your friends and family are trying to pick up a new fitness option today? You are. So, if you've never been on your bike before, or if you've only ridden your bike in front of the TV, this is something new that you're doing today that probably nobody else you know right now is doing. Next slide. All right. A lot of this will be in the handout that I will have attached after the presentation, but you probably are going to want to check out if you don't have a bike yet. The things you're going to be adjusting are the seat level. You want to be sure it's level with your hip. You want to be able to move your handlebars forward so that you're not straining to reach the handlebars. You want to have nice soft elbows and be able to reach your handlebars comfortably. Your butt should be right secure in the saddle. And when you complete a revolution, when your leg is at the bottom of the revolution, your knees are soft, not locked out. Okay. And a good rule of thumb is handlebars, when you're adjusting them, 2 inches higher than your seat is a good rule of thumb. It's a good place to start, and then you can tweak accordingly. Okay, next slide. See, I told you I talk really fast. So for riding indoors, hopefully anybody that's riding with us today has kind of cross trainers on or some kind of thin soled shoes. Maybe you even have bike shoes. Your pants need to be fitted and tight. You don't want to be wearing your big old sweatpants that might get caught in the pedals. We're using light dumbbells today. If you're working out off the bike, you're welcome to march along with us and use heavier dumbbells, whatever works for you. But on the bike, I don't like you to use anything heavier than 2 to 5. I'm going to use threes because I don't want them pulling you off balance or anything like that. And if you decide to do this at home, you can get upbeat music on your TV, off your phone. That will be great for your workout. Um, One more thing that I will be showing you is there's a resistance knob on my bike. A lot of you probably have a resistance knob. The resistance knob will simulate a climb. So when you turn that, and you'll see me doing it during class. When we turn that up, it helps our climb. It helps us to really simulate a climb outside on a hill. On most bikes, it's also a brake. So if we're in the point of the class where legs are going fast and you want to stop because you're thinking, you know what, I'm going faster than I want to go, hit your brake. I don't want to alarm you. We're not going to go ultra fast. I'm going to let you decide how fast you want to go. And listen to your body. So if this is your first time doing this, or if you haven't done it for a long time, if you're on your sister-in-law's bike, or you're just really giving this a shot for the first time, don't push through any kind of pain. If you're feeling anything, just dial it back. If pain in your knee or anything like that, just go slow, and take a drink and take a rest, and then come back in if you feel the pain recede. Okay. I doubt that you're going to have any pain because we're going to take this very gently. Next slide. And so before we get on the bike, I want to leave you with this thought from Uta Hagen. And some of you people might know Uta Hagen. She was an actress, but also an acting coach. She coached many famous actors and actresses. And her quote is, "Overcome the notion that we must be regular. It robs you of the chance to be extraordinary." So, in case you're thinking, I'm a senior now, I really can't do this stuff anymore, you can, and you will come up with your own version of this that you can do, and you will be extraordinary. You'll surprise your friends and family, and they'll love you for it. And you will, I think your health will benefit from it, and your mood will benefit from it, and your wellness will benefit from it. So we can turn the slides off. I guess I need to share my screen and my audio. All right, let me share my music. So if you're near your bike right now, one thing I want to tell you is your weight. Please come back to me here. So my weight is here on the bike. I have it in my water rack. I also have a weight rack on the back of my bike. If you don't have something like that on your bike, maybe move a little table over and put your weights on the little table next to the bike, because we will not be getting off the bike for the weights. If we have to keep jumping off and on, it's gonna disrupt your whole workout. So we won't be doing that. But let me just put it back. But again, if you're not on a bike and you're marching along, then you can have your weights wherever you want to have them. Okay. So here we go. Start the music. All right, we're going to keep the music a little bit low so you can hear me talking. All right, hopefully you can hear this. Just take a big breath up, blow it out. You're not on your bike yet. Up, blow it out. Take one hand, put it on top of your head, tilt your ear to your shoulder, and push your hand down. You'll feel a nice stretch in here. Stretch out that neck and shoulder. Upper hand up, flex your hand, push down. Tilt. Good. Light fingers on top of your head. Tilt your head forward slightly. So you don't want to be down here. You're just slight. Stretch out the back of your neck. Nice. Hands. Either hand over wrist or clasp your hands. Bring them low and then bring them up shoulder height or wherever you can get them. If you can get them up to here, if you have frozen shoulder or something sore there, bring them up wherever you can. Round your back. Stretch out. Nice. Hands behind, push down. So you're pressing down. I don't know if you can see me completely. Let me move back a little bit. Pushing down. If you can lift up a little bit, go for it. Press your shoulder blades together. Nice. Hands overhead, stretch. Switch sides, stretch. And lean back slightly. When I say lean back slightly, I mean slightly. I don't want you back here. Lower back, just lean back slightly. Nice. All right, let's climb on the bike. Hoping you guys can hear me back here. I have a big mouth, so flip yourself in. We're gonna start the pedaling. Pedal. Nice and gentle, sit in your seat. Now, most of the class we're gonna be seating. If you need to stand or you like to stand, I will cue you for that. Right now, you're riding in your driveway. You know, just riding around in circles or at a parking lot, just warming it up. Let's start to pick it up a little. Pick it up. Now, when I say pick it up, you don't have to mirror me. You do you. Pick it up wherever it's comfortable for you, but a little faster than when you were riding around on the driveway. We're gonna add a little upper body routine here. So crunch, crunch. Nice. Crunch. Take your hands a little wider, crunch. So open up your chest when you come up. 4, 3, 2. Take it out nice and wide. It's a push-up. Push. 3, 2, 1. Crunch in the middle again for 4, 3. If you want to be slow, you're fine. You can be slow here. Take it wide. It's whatever pace works for you, but I want you a little bit faster. Good. 2 crunches, 2 here, 2 wide. Press. So these crunches are working your biceps, your triceps. Take it wide. Here we're working our chest and back. Nice. Pedal it out. Remember that combination. We're going to use it again in a second when we hill climb. For now, active rest. So this is recovery. Take a drink if you need it. I know I need one. Good. Roll your shoulders. Roll and roll. If you like a big sweep. So this is active recovery. In between sets, we're just incorporating a few little things here to stretch us out. Pedal it out. All right, now pick up a little more speed. Hands a little wider, open up that chest, sit up. Soft elbows, all this stuff to remember, right? But once you get used to it, you're just natural. So you don't want to be here. I call this turtleneck. Pull down your shoulders, soften up your elbows, and push it where it's comfortable for you. Now, if you're happy seated, you stay here. If you would like to stand, here's the trick. Everybody slow down for a second. If you're standing, stand, 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 hands up, and now pick it up. So we don't want to jump right out of the seat if we have achy joints or whatever. You stand up slowly. People who are seated, you keep going. Keep going. Good. There's no resistance on your wheel right now, so you're just moving as fast as you can go without it being uncomfortable. If it starts to be uncomfortable, take your break. All right, keep going. Good. Let's have a seat if you're not already seated. Active rest. Roll. 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 Whenever we do active rest, that's your cue to take a drink if you need to. Sweep. We're getting ready to climb a hill. Good. Hill climb. Take that resistance wheel if you have one. Crank it up a little bit. I want it to feel like you're putting on the brake in your car. Put on the brake in your car. Good. So you should be feeling more resistance now. Remember that little routine from the beginning? Crunch. 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 Take it out wide. Okay. My seated people, you're going to keep doing this. Crunch. If you're marching along, you can crunch too while you're standing. March and crunch. Wide. Wide. 4, 3. Now my seated people, you stay here. If you would like to stand, remember you're up gently. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crunch. Wide. Crunch. Now watch your butt. You don't want to be swinging out. Your butt should be swinging back and forth. The analogy that I've heard is it's a bucket of water. Don't spill the bucket. So keep it right down the middle. Keep your knees right down the middle here. 4, 3, 2, sit it down. Pedal it out. Getting to the top of that hill. 4, 3, 2, we're at the top. Take the weight off your wheel. Take that extra resistance off. Start to pedal faster. Another thing to be careful of. Don't be out here like you're riding a little kid's tricycle. Pull your knees in. I know you're laughing. Good. 4. Start to roll it out. Active recovery. If you want to sweep it back, sweep. 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 Grab a drink. Hydrate. Weights. 1 weight. Bicep curl. Hold on to your handlebar. Now you can stop pedaling if you want. Don't worry, we'll push the heart rate right back up again. Or you can keep going if you feel comfortable. Crunch. Good, lift your front. Up. Lift. And lift 2 more. Lift. Lift. Switch it, take your time with it. Nice, good. Lift. Keep those knees in. The rule of thumb is keep the knees behind your brake. Everybody's brake looks different, so I'm not even sure what to call it in here. And here on mine, it's like a little wheel. Switch. Lift. Lift. Get ready to switch. Switch. Up. Up. Now we're going to change this to a hammer curl. Switch. Hammer looks like a little hammer, like you're going to hammer something. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Switch it up carefully. Up. Good. Squeeze the muscle, not the weight. So no white knuckles on this weight. Crunch. Crunch. Nice. Pedal it out. Shake it out. Or hold on and shake, wherever you're comfortable. All right, looks good. 1 more set with these. Take it out wide. Up. So we're out a little wider now. We were around in the front before. Now we're out here. Halfway all the way. Halfway up. All the way up. When I say all the way, don't go past your shoulder. And halfway all the way is whatever works for you. So little lift. Big lift. Little lift, you can hold on. Big lift. Switch gently. Bring it over, hold on. Or if you don't need to hold on, use your core and just work out without holding on. Here we go. Halfway. All the way. Halfway. All the way. 4 more. Halfway. Full. Half. Full. 2 more. Half. Full. Last time. Half. Nice. And full. Good. Put it away. Let's put mine back here. Hopefully you have a little table there and you can just put that right down. All right, let's pedal it out. Active rest. Roll. 4, 3. This is your cue. Grab a drink if you need it. We're coming back to the driveway. You're back in your driveway or the parking lot, so slow it down. Moderate pace. Here we go. New combination. Just pedal where you're comfortable. Take it out. We're going to reach, reach, back, back. Reach, reach, back, back. I don't care where your legs are. Your legs can be slow. Whatever's a moderate pace for you. Reach. back, back, reach, reach, back, back. Nice, watch this, dig it in. So your elbow, dig it towards your belly button. You're not touching your belly button, reaching for it. Just point it towards it. We're aiming at the muffin top here. Get rid of that thing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pedal it out, fast. You're back on your flat road. Pick up speed. Take your hands out, open up your chest. All right. Again, wherever it's comfortable for you. If fast for you is here, I don't care. You do you. 4, you don't have to keep up with anybody. You're working out with your girlfriend here. All right. If you want to come up and stand and go fast, remember the rule. Up, up, grab, slow first, and now go. Watch the bucket of water, not this. Keep those legs, those feet underneath your knees and your hips. 8. If you're sitting, you're moving as fast as you can. Anytime you need to stop, you can hit your brake, it'll slow you down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. If you're standing, go ahead and sit down, join the seated people, pedal it out. Active rest, roll, roll, roll. Your legs are wherever it's comfortable for you here. You can slow your fast or you can keep going. Rank. And by the way, you can rank anytime you want. You don't have to wait for a cue from me. 4, 3, 2, climbing the hill. Put that weight back on. So you feel like you're hitting the brake in your car. Push. Push. Nice. I want everybody to be going slow. If you're going too fast, if you're ahead of the beat, then I would like you to set your wheel a little heavier. Watch your knees. If you have knee problems, if you're feeling any pain, you dial it back. I don't want you to feel anything painful. I just want you to feel like you're pressing. Press. Press. If you want to stand, remember. Good. Stand up slow. Go slow. 4, if you're seated, you stay seated. That's fine with me. I just want you to feel like you're coming up that big bad hill. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Slowly hit your seat if you're standing. If you're seated, you're already good. Push. All right, remember our combo? Let's reach out. Out, out, back, and dig it. Dig. 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 Reach out. Out, out, in, in. Dig your elbow to your belly button. Elbow to your belly button. Nice. Pedal it out. Take some of that weight off. Let's fly. Active rest. Roll the shoulders. Roll it, roll it. Beautiful. All right. Pedal it out. Take a drink now if you need it. 3rd set coming up. 3rd and final set. We're in that parking lot. So slow it down a little. Another combo. It looks like this. Push. Push to the middle. Push. Push. Take it to the side. Push. Push. Take it to the middle. Push. Push. And again. Push. 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 Beautiful. Push. Push. Back in the center, working off that muffin top. Awesome job. Pedal it out. All right, start to pick it up a little. You got this. And you might be feeling a little bit more limber than when you started, right? So if you're speeding up, That's good. If you start going and you're like, oh, I'm out of control, I really want to stop a little bit, use your brake. All right, here we go. Another hill climb. Turn that wheel. Here comes that big bad hill. Step it up. This is if you want to stand. If you want to sit, you sit right here and you push. Push. But I want you to feel like you're putting on the brake in your car, right? Nice. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. A little crunch on it every time. See that little crunch? All right, remember our combo, 2 down. To the center, 2 down. Still climbing that hill, other side, 2 down. In the center, 2 down. Sitting people, keep that up. Standing people, up slowly. 4, 3, 2. Let's join the sitting people with this. Down. Push. And push, other side. Down. Good, we're getting those love handles in the middle. If you're sitting, you're doing the same. You're down. Down. In the middle. Down. Everybody finish it up, standing or sitting. Middle. Nice, pedal it out. Take the weight off. Good. Let's flush it out. What does flush it out mean? Drink. Have a drink. Good. Get yourself some nice hydration. Roll your shoulders. This is part of active recovery. Roll those shoulders. If you want, big sweep back through the shoulder blade. Shoulder blade. If you have cranky shoulders that won't cooperate, then you are just a shoulder roll, smaller range of motion. Good, pick it up. We have one final set of weights coming. You guys did awesome. 4, 3, let's slow it down. Put a little resistance on your wheel. Not as much as when we were climbing the hill, but I want you to have a little bit under you for this back and chest work. One weight. Grab your weight. Hold your handlebar. Push the weight down next to your side. Row it in. Row. So you're pointing your elbow back towards the wall. Good. I have a nice little swivelly seat here, so I can do that. 3, 2. Now watch the little move. Up, up. If you want to stop the legs, that's fine. Anytime we're using the weights, you don't have to hold on. You can stop the legs. You can do anything you want pretty much, just as long as you have your balance and your core feels good. Nice and strong. 4, 3. Elbow doesn't come up any higher than your shoulder. Let's switch it over. Take your time switching. Don't lose your balance. Weight down. Let's pull back. 8. Point that elbow to the back of the room. I don't care how high you can get it. If you can get it this high, that's okay. If you can pull it all the way back. 3, 2. Lateral side raise. What's that? That's this. So sit up nice and straight. You don't want to be up here. You're right here. Lift. Back and shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Put your weight away. Oh, I keep forgetting I didn't put it back there. I put it in my water holder. Ride it. Ride it out. How marching people doing? Are you keeping up with the beat and keeping up with the weights and crunches? I hope this is working out for you too. All right, let's flush it out. Take that weight off. That little bit of extra weight you put on, take it off your wheel if you have a wheel. Pedal it out. I'm sweating. 3, 2, 1. Beauteous. We're just gonna flush it out for a couple more minutes. 4, 3, 2, roll your shoulders. Remember, you're not up here. Soft elbows. round, round. Sweep if you want, sweep, 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 sweep. Let's try a little crunches. Let's try to review some of the stuff we did to finish. Legs, whatever speed you want, take it wide. Remember this? 3, 2, 1. Remember the reach out? Walk your hands. Walk, walk, walk. Remember the elbow dig? Dig, dig. Now you're not going all the way to your belly button. Just point your elbow there. 4, 3, 2. And remember that last thing we did? Start at the side, 2 down. In the middle, 2 down. Getting back on the knee here. Other side, 2 down. Down, good. Now you did a lot of crunches in this class. Working a lot of water off the waist. How about singles? In the middle, to the side. In the middle, last time. Side, middle, side, middle. Speed it up for about 15 seconds. Let's just finish it up. Take your hands out nice and wide, open up your chest. If you want to stand up to finish, come up gently. Or if you're sitting, finish it up here, sitting or standing. Last spring. You're 4, you're 3, you're 2, you're 1. Let the legs go. Just let momentum carry them. Slow it down a bit. Beautiful. Awesome job, guys. Little stretch. Stretch it out before we get off the bike. So from your seat, one leg is going to be slightly in front of the other. Point your toes up. I can feel my heart rate coming down. Point your toes up. Now, if you're a seated person, you want to try to pull yourself up 1 or 2 inches off the seat. And you'll feel an extra stretch in the back of your leg. If you're a standing person, come all the way up. Press those heels down. If you want, you can even come down here and push your booty back. And you'll feel a really good stretch in the back of those legs. Switch them around. Seated people, toes up. Come up 1 inch or 2 off the seat. Beautiful. If you're standing, all the way up, push your heels down. Come down if you want to, booty back. Oh, I must really need this stretch. I can feel it in this leg. All right, good job, guys. Everybody, hold on to the handlebars close in. Everybody stand yourself up gently. Good. Press your heels down. Now I'm saying everybody, but if you really don't feel comfortable doing this, don't worry about it. But this is a great stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to gently come off your bike. Pull your foot out, other foot out, 1 out. Let's do a little quad stretch. Reach up. If you can grab your foot, your ankle, your calf, wherever you can grab, pull and get a little bit of a stretch. Other side, same thing. If you have trouble doing that, pulling that leg back, just squat a few times and stretch out those quads. All right, last couple breaths. Big breath down and up, hands in the air. One side. In the middle, other side. Tiny little bend back, and I mean tiny, like 1 inch or 2. Just trying to hit the lower back. Stretch it out here. Lift to wherever it's comfortable. Reach around behind. Clasp your hands. Reach to wherever it's comfortable. If you can get up this high, that's just fine. Put your shoulder blades together. Stick your chest out. Nice. Beautiful. Last big breath. Step it out wide. Arms up. Down. Up. Blow it out. One more set. Down, up, blow it out. And finish with your hands on top. Put your hands together. Bring them down in front. And a nod to your classmates for an excellent class. You guys did great. let us know in the chat your questions and let us know what you thought of the workout. I'm sweating today. Awesome. I'm going to stop my music. All right.
Let's all give Jen a big thank you for this wonderful presentation.